Well, greetings. Hopefully, hopefully I can get this one out with minimal editing. I apologize for the scruff, but I kind of just wanted to put out this video because I found something cool as hell, and I wanted to be able to show it. So projects like these really prove why I love the open source community and what great things can come from that community. And also it shows me what corporations could do or could back that they're not going to. What I'm talking about here is a project called Unleashed Recompiled. This project is on GitHub, and you should come support it if you can. If you know some things. At the very least, come and enjoy it if you're an avid enjoyer of the Sonic Unleashed video game, as I am. I have a physical copy around here somewhere. I haven't played it in years because it's locked to the Xbox 360. There was a PS3 version as well. But, you know, the 360 that I mostly knew and loved that had that game is in this closet, and it's dead. Just about. The disk drive's basically fried. So, what is this? Well, by technicality, I don't really know a great way to tell you, other than you should come read the page itself. What they've basically done is they've recompiled it using the original game assets that you provide. That's the key here. You are providing the assets. Take that for what you will. Means you'll have to acquire them. I actually have an original Xbox, and funny enough, I don't have it listed here. There are ways to use ISOs to deconstruct them with a tool that then allows you to see the game assets. You can also go to your normal 360 unmodded, install the game to an external storage device like a flash drive, and then just bring it over here and plug it into your PC and copy the files. I'm not joking. That is how unassuming the 360 is. Microsoft doesn't obscure anything. They don't do anything to encrypt the files. They're just raw, dude. Which is one way you could do it. And essentially, since I already had an ISO file of Unleashed, since I already owned the game, you take that, you expand it, and you put those files in a directory. There were DLCs as well for Unleashed. Again, you can come across those, or if you've downloaded them onto your console, once again, you could move them onto this external drive and you'd have all the game's files that you could do this with. And essentially, this takes the game and recompiles it with shaders from the original PowerPC version that was on the Xbox 360 and turns it into a PC port. Unofficial, of course. This is similar to some other projects that I haven't highlighted yet on the channel, the N64 Recompiled and the Zelda 64 Recompiled projects, which more or less do the same thing, but for the Nintendo 64. This is one that I've been meaning to actually check out myself. But, as you can tell, the system requirements are pretty meager. There's a reason for this. They're meager because the game itself, keep in mind, Sonic Unleashed came out in 2008. I am old. Yes, I am old. However, this also means that anything as powerful as an Xbox 360 can run this game. And so this is just cool. Like, you gotta have a fairly modern Linux distro like 2204 or something like that, or newer, which is pretty straightforward. With the DLC, you need about 10 gigs. You can use Windows as well. They don't have a Mac version. I'm sure somebody could figure that out, or run it via Proton. Who knows? And then yeah, they talk about a 360. Modifications aren't even necessary. I think that's the coolest thing ever. And pretty much what I'm going to show you here is exactly that running. Now, I've got the audio muted. I won't run very much of it because I don't really want to get anything. I'm on Linux Mint here. I've got it. I compiled this myself, and I have a 360 controller. So once I come back over to this screen and click in, it's here. And I think it's just cool. So if I go in here now, I did go out and download a 100% save file. There's mods and stuff out here. This is fully compatible with mods too, which just blows my mind. Just craziness. So if I go in here and we'll allow the desktop audio to exist. I'm hoping Sega won't mind anyway. But, you know, we'll toss ourselves in a stage here, and this just works. Like, this is just a thing. This is running natively on my hardware. There's nothing crazy going on here. I was just playing this in my living room actually a few minutes ago. Oh, I'm a bad gamer. But this is just playable. And, you know, because it's a PC port, we have options. You can change the subtitles, the hints, the time of day transition, like when you have the action sequence, what input you have, what controller icons you have. It's all just great. On this system, I can run 2560 by 1440. I can unlock VSync. I got an FPS count, anti-aliasing, which, hell, let's crank that. Motion blur I turned off, but you can have enhanced. Xbox had like a red filter for some reason, but it can just do all this on the fly. So I just did all those changes. And we'll come up around here. And you can see now we've got that motion blur that we just toggled on. And I just think stuff like this is just cool. I mean, look at this. You can't run... Okay, I know for a fact this sequence, if you just do it right, can be done very easily. But this is the kind of cool stuff that you can do with open source. And it's possible because of open source. So, you know, with that, you know, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. But this is the cool stuff open source can do. And it's because of that. And this is using your own assets and your own game files. So there really shouldn't be any reason for Sega to be angry about this, other than we've waited since 2008 for you to port it to PC and you just didn't bother. So it's cool. Like I said, you can make a Linux binary. It's just a flat pack. So this is just installed as a flat pack, executed as a flat pack. And it's already got its permissions set. They're real basic. It only has access to the directories that it needs. And that's it. A little bit of command line foo to install it, because you got to know how to install the Flatpak as a user. I think you could do it as a system as well. I just did it as a user. And then unleashed recomp is the config where the save files are at. So I have a blank save file, and so I can just swap save files if I want to. I downloaded 100% just so I could play stages, but if I want to play through the entire game, I can do that. The whole game's there. Bugs and all, right? So, like I said, kind of a short one. I hope you like it, and I'll catch you when I've got a little bit more time, and we'll get back to the usual stuff. So, take care.